Hey everybody, Cyndi Williams here from Careers on Vacation. Today we're here with the amazing Brittiany Lore from Postcard Passengers Travel Agency. Brittiany, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
We were just having a laugh because we're wearing the same color. That was not planned. Just great minds think alike, right?
That's right.
I love it. Well, listen, tell us, just to kind of jump right in, tell us a little bit about where you were before taking the Careers on Vacation program and where you are now.
Okay, so when I first started, I just had a passion for travel. I love to go. We probably did 22 trips last year. We have one a month planned this year. So my thought process was, why not get paid to travel? Because I'm already doing it so much.
Yeah.
So my business was non-existent, but I had the passion for it. So I did reach out to you to get started, and that's kind of where it began. And my goal was to get everything completed by the time our modules were done. So my business is fully launched and operational now and functional, and I'm looking forward to booking plenty of people in the meantime.
Yeah, and I remember our first conversation and we kind of did the math on it. We're like, just for the discounts alone, you should definitely get into the industry. And I think a lot of people struggle with that. They travel a lot, they have a passion, but they're like, can I make this into a career? Can I make it into a business? And what I love about your story is you did all of this while working full time.
Yes.
And you have kids and you have busy sports schedule, right?
Yes.
And you work out all the time, just have to mention. Like you're Wonder Woman, I love it. But a lot of people feel like, oh, am I gonna have time to do it? Can I still do all of this stuff? So to hear that you were able to go through the program and actually have it launched by the end and everything else in your life going on, that's amazing. What do you feel like your biggest win so far is after going through the program or while going through the program?
I think the biggest win is having it all completed, just because I do work a full-time career. I'm in healthcare and I manage around 15 hospitals. I have 3 little kids that are in every sport known to man, football, basketball. So it's like completely busy time.
Yeah.
And I did lose a lot of sleep, but it was still able to be done and to be able to just knock it all out. And it did help too in the very beginning with the module 1, how you go into a lifestyle. You have to really make that commitment, know what your why is, why you're doing this. So I think that helped move that path forward. So I think that's my biggest win.
And that is a huge win, like a huge accomplishment to get it all done. And the program's self-paced. So even if people take a little longer to get it done, it's not a big deal as long as they do it. But you knocked it out of the park with having all of that on your plate and still accomplishing that. That's amazing. And you talk about module 1, which leads me to my next question, which is the mindset piece. So what is your why, that whole piece? So how did that mindset piece impact you either with opening your business or in other areas of your life?
I really think it affects you overall in all areas. So once you actually sit down and know your why, you can apply it not just in a business aspect, but for your kids. Why am I doing this? Why is mom having to work all these hours? I'm doing this because this is why. And I could actually give them a visual of where we want to be and goals. And not just that, but having gratitude and just being thankful each day for where I am and where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So, and honestly, I didn't know I had a lot of energy leaks, because I know that's in that as well. So knowing those offhand and getting those knocked out to keep it from hindering you in the future.
Yeah, and addressing those energy leaks, if you hadn't addressed those early on, you wouldn't have been able to accomplish everything that you did in the program. So some people will say, I have a positive attitude. That's great if you have a positive attitude, but really taking that time in module 1 to dig deep into what is my mindset, what are my whys, where are my energy leaks, and just setting the platform for here's what I need to do the next 12 weeks, and then it's done, it's launched, it's automated. So you put the time in, you're committed to it, and then you have this beautiful, I like to think of it as like a baby being born at the end.
Right.
And then module 1's like the ultrasound of, like you said, here kids, this is the vision of what we want for our lives moving forward. Travel's always been a big part of our lives, but how do we integrate it and, and introduce that business part of it in this short amount of time. So that's awesome. And yes, energy leaks is one of those. If you don't kind of zap it, then people sit in energy leaks for years, right? Because it's so easy to go, oh, I have this, and it just bogs you down. So just getting clear on, here's my strategy, here's my focus, let's be laser focused and do XYZ, boom, 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 and it's done. So that's beautiful. Brittiany, at the beginning, was it hard for you to kind of jump in and begin and commit to the program?
I really had a lot of fears in the beginning because the internet is so widely used. So my thought process, I had to overcome thinking, well, why would they want to utilize me when they could just do it themselves? Like, everything is there at their fingertips.
Yeah.
But once you divulge and actually commit and get in there, the expertise, there is so much more to what a travel agent can do for somebody that you can offer to be able to build the business. So I think, and then just fear of the unknown of, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to recoup the money that I invested in? Is my business going to fail? Is it going to do well? And I really think it all filters back to your first module on your mindset.
Yes.
Of where you're going and how you're going to get there, no matter what obstacles that come your way. You know, even though I had all these other things going on in my life, I still dedicated it enough to where I plan on having it as a full-time career in the future.
Absolutely. And you have to get that mindset piece right. We've said it like 3 times now, but it is so critical in making sure, because if you want to get to that where it's your full-time career, you have to have that right mindset. If you have the winner's mindset, it's the big bucks. If you have the, oh, I'm going to mess around and have a hobby and then it's going to attract in a different, a different business into your life. So going in with the mindset piece, but also what you said about, I loved what you said about the internet and all those fears, like, why would they pick me? Why would they do this? So you follow up that great mindset once it's established with, now let me give you the actionable pieces of, here's how you position as an expert. Here's how to set up your business. Here's how you market. Here's how the actionable things of what you do, right, to set it up. And then the confidence starts to come because you're like, I'm see how it's kind of all coming together, but you have to have that mindset piece first. So that makes a lot of sense. Good. Well, what would you recommend Careers on Vacation to others that are thinking about getting into travel as a business?
Oh, definitely. I think anybody that doesn't already have a business in mind, I think it's very structured. It's laid out for you to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Within a 3-month time span. It depends on how much work you're going to put in, but really you could have a fully operational business in 3 months. Yep. And not just for people that are starting out, but there is so much detail in between. Like I've noticed a lot of threads, like I'll follow different feeds on Facebook where a lot of people have questions. And I can actually answer those questions, and here the travel agents had a business for 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And I got it all from Careers on Vacation.
Yeah, because it's a roadmap. It's a roadmap. And because we work with both. We work with people that are brand new like you, and we work with people that have been in business 10 years and 15 years. Because understanding what we're really running internet businesses. So it's not the travel agency of 1980 or 1990 or even 2000. You have to know how to make it work in today's environment. So having those, here's how you do this, follow this process, here's how you get good clients, here's how you, all the process piece alone, but, bringing in the right clients and making sure, we see those questions all the time too. And I feel my heart goes out to those people because I know they've invested their lives, and a lot of them are great travel agents. Like if someone gets on the phone with them, they're no brainer going to do an awesome job, but there's something a lot of times just broken in the process. And like you said, having that roadmap, it's like, oh my gosh, I know these answers, and this person books stuff all over the world because you took that time to do it right from the beginning.
Right.
Yep. That makes a huge difference. So what would you tell people that are kind of sitting on the fence? Like they're, oh, should I do it? Should I not? What would you say to that person who's thinking about it, but they're just, they're not quite there yet?
I think you can think about it for the rest of your life, but really you just have to give it your all. I mean, you've got to commit and get off the fence. It's a great program. It's definitely worth it. And if you're struggling already, like if you're wondering, if you're already looking for that avenue, you need something. something is already missing for your mindset to be there of thinking, should I do this? Should I hire this person? And honestly, I've always told people, if you do not know what you're doing, hire an expert that does. You're going to save yourself a lot of time in the long run.
Yeah. I always say, find the person who's doing what you want to do and then model that, you know.
Yeah.
And I've owned several businesses, all 6-figure plus success, not to brag, but just to say, in all of those, I went out and found the person doing it the best and built a relationship, mentored with them, paid for whatever I need to pay to get the answers, because I wanted my goal to be this beautiful business at the end that's running operational, so I can do the stuff in module 1 and 2, like, what do I want my life to look like? What kind of time do I want for my kids? Right. So it's like, and as women, I think we have a hard time investing in ourselves. It's a bit, we make it really personal, like, oh, you know, the kids need this or that. But if you make the investment, it's a business decision, you know, just like having a marketing fund or buying the right computer, the right equipment. Having all those answers up front in your hands in a roadmap gets you to the finish line so much faster. And that's that piece where, you know, we work with people, you know, all the time. So I'm so glad that you participated in the program. It's been such a great evolution, and to watch your brand is so cool. Postcard Passengers, you went for kind of that vintage feel, which I love. It kind of has a throwback to, you know, the travel of old, but with kind of a modern twist in terms of your service. So super excited. Are you happy the way your branding turned out?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a fun it's a stressful process, because you go back and forth like, oh, this logo and that, and getting the fonts and getting all that nailed in. But I think it turned out just beautiful. We're going to splice it into the video here. And for everyone watching, definitely follow Brittiany's page. We're going to link her information below. So follow her. She's going to be a huge rock star in the business, and we're going to be cheering for her all the way. And now you get to go into the grad group too. I think we already put you in the grad group. So yeah. You get that additional support even now that you're graduated through the program, and we do ongoing training there as well. So listen, guys, if you're thinking about growing or supersizing your travel agency, or if you've never even been in the industry and want to know if it's for you, just book a call with my team. We do discovery calls. We help you get clarity. Same process Brittiany went through to see, what do you want out of this business, and does it make sense for us to work together? So book that call. We'll add a link in the post above for that as well. And Brittiany, thank you for participating in our review of the program today. We wish you so much success.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.